I'm Sarah Sapsanama, and these are the top stories of the hour. Communists of Nepal lending strong support to an organization with anti-communist sentiment seen as baffling, involved in Universal Peace Federation since its inception. Minister and lawmakers divided at the snail-pace national pride projects. Tarai lawmakers voice against infrastructures in southern belt other than postal highway. Higher education in Nepal hit hard by regular university shutdowns. 5 universities padlocked against recent affiliations given by Tribhuvan University. And Real Madrid advances to the pre-quarterfinals of Copa del Rey, thrashing Melilla 10-1 on aggregate. Let us begin with the latest national political updates. Universal Peace Federation, an organization which is active across the globe in promoting Christianity and anti-communist sentiments, has however drawn affinity and unlikely interest from the communist government in Nepal. Having already attended foreign tours sponsored by the Federation, communist leaders of Nepal made the parliamentarians and representatives from different levels of the government, including the elected public representatives, the members of the organization. Nepal Communist Party's affinity towards the anti-communist organization, which preaches and promotes Christianity, however, is surprising. The main organizers of the Asia-Pacific Summit, which recently concluded in Kathmandu, the Universal Peace Federation, are the promoters of Unification Church. Unification Church has given birth to dozens of organizations like Universal Peace Federation to eliminate communists to strengthen their religious hold across the globe. Back in 1980s, an organization named Coalition for a Free World had branded itself a force against the communist regime of the then Soviet Union. Another network of academic institutions were formed with the objective of producing and promoting anti-communist resources in the same decade. Headquartered in New York, the organization had produced a documentary against communism titled Nicaragua Was Our Home in mid-80s, which gained popularity at the time. Unification Church had also formed another entity called International Federation for Victory Over Communists, which organized campaigns to counter the influence of communism. However, communists from local to central levels in Nepal seem to have a strange attachment towards this organization. The country's Prime Minister, Chairman Duo of Nepal Communist Party, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chairman of the National Assembly, Provincial Chief Ministers, Ministers, official of the Parliament and local levels queued to attend the program of the disputed and largely criticized Universal Peace Federation. They even made the Parliament and the government a co-host of the religious program. Leaders who themselves have little or no faith on the existence of God attending the anti-communist and religion-promoting organization has been criticized by analysts as against the norms and principles of communism. The Gandaki Province Chief Minister Prithvi Shubha Gurung, during the Mayor's Summit across all 7 provinces, said that he had attended the establishment day of the organization in Nepal. It shows that communist leaders of Nepal have been associated with the entity which is working for the extinction of communism from the world for over a decade and a half now. And moving on, 6 out of 21 national pride projects are under the Ministry of Physical Infrastructure and Transport. Despite the ministry's claim of concluding these projects within 4 years, it is yet to win the confidence of the parliamentarians. Lawmakers from the Tarai Madhesh region have, however, protested the Madan Bhandari Highway and Railway project. The national pride projects of railway and metro development are in the preliminary phase. However, Physical Infrastructure and Transport Minister Raghavir Mahaset, speaking at the meeting of Parliament's National Affairs and Coordination Committee, claimed that the projects would be complete within 4 years. Out of the 1,792 kilometers of the postal highway under the National Pride project, upgrading works of 544 kilometers are yet to be completed. Likewise, out of the 219 bridges of the project, 84 bridges are under construction, while 60 bridges are in the phase of design approval. Minister Mahaset has claimed that all these works, along with the Pushpalal Mid-Hill Highway, North-South Koshi Highway, Kali Gandaki Corridor and Karnali Highway, would be completed within 4 years. Despite billed as national pride projects, all of these projects have been facing hurdles in one or the other pretext. This has also led to the doubt expressed by lawmakers regarding the minister's claim to complete the projects within 4 years. Lawmakers from the Tarai expressed their outrage, saying the projects had led to desertification of the Tarai region because of the construction works for roads everywhere. Lawmakers have claimed that railway and other national roads were unnecessary in the Tarai if the postal highway were completed on time. Not even the tracks of highways under the National Pride projects have been completed as of yet. These projects have been stranded because of inadequate human resource, budget, required explosives for constructions and the absence of coordination between the government bodies. The government's indifference and failure to prioritize solutions would only limit the claims of completion within 4 years to mere speeches. Now, the intra-party polarization within Nepal Communist Party has been growing in recent time as the ruling party fails to complete its unification process at the local levels. Sources claim that factions within the party have started becoming active again. The old factions, especially the one led by the senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal, has been holding meetings to criticize the Prime Minister and party chairman KP Sharma Oli's modus operandi. The polarization existed even in the then CPN-UML. Another senior leader, Narayan Kaji Shrestha, who was one of the founding leaders of the then Maoist Centre, has also expressed dissatisfaction over Nepal Communist Party chairman duo KP Sharma Oli and Pushpa Kamal Dahal. Likewise, the other intra-party faction active at the moment is led by Home Minister Rambahadur Thapa. These factions have indirectly affected the party unification at local levels. Meanwhile, the organization has not been able to fairly divide the responsibilities within the party either. Leaders have felt left out as the two party chairmen try to balance the power division between themselves. The dissatisfied faction has alleged the party leadership of not being able to conclude the division of responsibilities for unfair selection of provincial committee members and the establishment of breaching the organizational process. Protesting the leadership, senior leader Narayan Kaji Shrestha had even resigned from the post of party spokesperson. And with that, time now for a short break. For more news, stay with us. The education system of the country has been affected as students have locked down 5 of the top universities of Nepal, protesting against the universities giving out affiliations and hiring teachers and staff without proper evaluation. The biggest and the oldest university of Nepal, Tribhuvan University, has been shut for a week now after students protested against the university decision to allow affiliations to over 100 colleges. Students locked the offices of the Vice-Chancellor and the Planning Directorate, demanding the affiliations be cancelled. Meanwhile, the university administration has not been able to take any action against the lockdown. Likewise, the Agriculture and Forestry University, Purvanchal, Madhya Paschhimanchal and Nepal Sanskrit University have also been shut for months now. The Agriculture and Forestry University also had to bear a fire breakout recently. Educational activities at these universities have thus been affected, and this has hinted towards a growing culture of locking institutions down as the only way to show protest. This situation is a result of unethical leadership, political interference, political appointments, and unhealthy competition between the students and staff associations. The government has started seeking solutions to deal with the problems in the capital market and increasing interest rates offered by banks. The Finance Ministry has formed a 7-member committee under the coordination of Central Bank's Deputy Governor Shivaram Shrestha to form recommendations to fix a ceiling to the increasing interest rates. The committee has been given 7 days to finalize their recommendations and will also look upon the gradually falling share market. The committee includes Deputy Secretary of Finance Ministry, Chairman of the Nepal Bankers Association and representatives of the Investors Association. Banks had started announcing of fat interest rates in savings after the Bankers Association declared it would not implement the interest ceiling for its member banks. Finance Secretary Shishir Kumar Dhungana said the recommendations made by the committee would be implemented in order to control the interest rates for loan. Now, it is almost 5 months now since the Kantipur's 13-year-old girl child Nirmala Pant was raped and murdered. Justice, however, has been a far cry. The victim's family has been staging a strike in front of the local administration office, Kantipur, demanding for justice. In this context, we have asked the locals of Kantipur why has justice been delayed in Nirmala's case. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
जुन पाटोबाट अनुसन्धान गर्नुपर्ने हो, जुन व्यक्तिबाट गर्नुपर्ने हो, उहाँहरुमाथि त्यो पाटोमै गएको छैन, त्यो बाटोै हिँडेको छैन। जुन ठाउँमा बाटोै बन्द भए ठाउँमा गएर अनुसन्धान गर्न खोजेको त्यही कारणले अहिले निर्मलाको हत्यारा पत्ता लगाउन नसक्नुमा मुख्य दोषी नै राज्य नै छ।
हत्यारा लुकाउनलाई यत्रो षड्यन्त्र हो कि
निर्मलाको हत्यालाई कानुन कट्कामा उभाउन चाहने हो भने 1 घण्टा लाग्दैन, किनभने सरकारलाई सबै कुरा थाहा छ।
सरकारले नै अब सरकारको जो मेन छन् हैन, उनीहरुले नै गर्न नखोजेको।
अन्याय भयो भने न्याय माग्ने राज्यसँगै हो, सरकारसँगै हो, त्यो भएर उले नै दिने हो। उले चाहेर नचाहेर उसकै हो इच्छा, नचाहेर लेट अहिलेसम्म लेट भएको छ।
जुन पोइन्टबाट अनुसन्धान गर्नुपर्ने हो त्यो पोइन्टबाट नगरेको हुनाले अहिलेसम्म यो लम्बिएको अवस्था हो।
नेपाल प्रहरीले सक्यो भने अमेरिकाबाट हत्यारालाई पत्ता लगाउने क्षमतावाला पुलिस हो। यी सब राजनीतिमा दबावमा परे मात्र यो कार्य भइरहेको छ।
ठुलो मान्छेले गरे, सानो मान्छेले गर्ने कुरो सबै सवालै छैन। यो 6 महिना भइसक्यो, आजसम्म यसको निर्णय निक्लिएको छैन।
वास्तवमा सरकारले चाहिँ पार्टीगत रूप कुनै पनि नहेरिकिन निष्पक्ष न्याय दिनुपर्छ।
विभिन्न तरिकाले चाहिँ यो न्यायलाई दबाउन कोसिस चाहिँ सरकार पक्षले गरेकै अवस्था देखिएको हो।
पुलिस प्रशासन नै यसमा न्याय दबाउनमा लाग्यो भने अब को दिन्छ न्याय? यहाँ सरकार छ कि छैन भन्ने अवस्था छ भने, छैन भन्नु भने 2/3 छ भने कामकाज यस्ता छन्।
हुने खाने पुँजीको भएको छोराहरू अनि यसमा संलग्न अपराधी क्रियाकलाप गराउने अपराधीहरू बलिया भएकोले यो न्याय पाउन अलि गाह्रो भएको छ।
It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And your question is, what could be the reason for the failure to protect land owned by state-owned Guti Corporation? Your options are A, ploy of land mafias, B, careless Guti Corporation, and C, indifference of the locals. The voting is on. Type NAWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And with that, it's now time for the sports update.
Sports news.
Real Madrid have advanced to the pre-quarterfinals of Copa del Rey, thrashing third division league club Melilla 6-1. Real Madrid reached the last 16 with an aggregate score of 10-1. In the one-sided match played at the Bernabeu Stadium in Madrid today, Marco Asensio and Isco scored 2 goals each in Real Madrid's comfortable win. Real Madrid had blanked Melilla 4-0 in the first leg. However, today's match was goalless in the first 30 minutes. Marco Asensio then scored 2 quick goals, one in the 33rd minute and another one in 35th minute to give Real a 2-0 lead. Javier Sanchez de Felipe then scored a goal in the 39th minute, making good use of a pass by Marco, and Real Madrid took a 3-0 half before the first half. In the second half, Isco scored Real's 4th goal in the 47th minute and Vinicius Jr. found the net in the 75th minute, giving Real Madrid a 5-0 lead. Yassine Kasmi scored a goal for Melilla in the 81st minute through a penalty kick and cut the deficit to 5-1. Isco scored his personal 2nd goal of the match in the 83rd minute and sealed Real Madrid's 6-1 win over Melilla. And moving on, Nepal's medal chances have ended at the ongoing International Series Badminton Championship with the exit of Ratnajit Tamang from the men's singles. Nepal's #1 shuttler Tamang lost to Indian player Dharma Mayer 14-21, 24-22 and 21-11 yesterday. Ratnajit had tried to make a comeback into the match, winning the 2nd set, but he was no match to the Indian shuttler in the deciding set. Prior to this, all the other Nepalese shuttlers had bowed out of the pre-quarterfinal round. In the women's doubles, Jessica Gurung and Sunaina Mukhia lost to Maldives, while Amita Giri and Rashmil Maharjan gave walkover to Bhutan. In the men's doubles, Nepal's Ratnajit and Dipesh Dhami lost to Warit and Panchai of Thailand. Now, Game Week 6 of Marty's Memorial A Division League concluded yesterday. Tribhuvan Army Club settled for a draw against Friends Club, while Brigade Boys also shared points with Machindra Club. Despite a number of shots, Tribhuvan Army failed to convert any of their chances in the match played at the Enfa complex in Sadobatu, Lalitpur. Friends Club goalkeeper Dev Limbu was instrumental in salvaging a point as he had a field day under the bar. The draw meant Army lost the opportunity to move up to the second place of the league table. It was Army's second draw of the ongoing season. They have 4 wins and 2 draws from 6 matches and are placed 4th with 14 points. Meanwhile, Friends were able to secure a draw against a strong opponent. In another match, Brigade Boys and Machindra Club also settled for a stalemate. Brigade Boys had piled pressure against Machindra in the initial phase of the match. However, both the sides failed to score and had to settle for a draw. It was the 3rd draw for Machindra in the league and 2nd for Brigade Boys. Following the draw, Brigade Boys have 4 points from 5 matches while Machindra have 3 points. Now, the Trophy of Everest Premier League EPL, which kicks off on Saturday, was unveiled in Kathmandu yesterday. The trophy was unveiled in the presence of the owners and captains of all the 6 teams participating at the tournament. Pokhara skipper Kyle Koidze, Kathmandu captain Sompal Kami, Bhairawas Sharad Veswankar, Biratnagar's Paras Khadka, Prithu Baskota for Chitwan and Gyanendra Malla for Lalitpur jointly unveiled the trophy. Pokhara's marquee player Shakti Gauchan did not attend the program. Shakti has already said that this season of EPL would be his last tournament. Despite the organisers unveiling the trophy, they have yet to announce the prize money. And before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Communists of Nepal lending strong support to an organisation with anti-communist sentiment seen as baffling, involved in Universal Peace Federation since its inception. Minister and lawmakers divided at snail-pace national pride projects. Tarai lawmakers voice against infrastructures in southern belt other than coastal highway. Higher education in Nepal hit hard by regular university shutdowns. 5 universities padlocked against recent affiliations given by Tribhuvan University. And Real Madrid advances to the pre-quarterfinals of Copa del Rey, thrashing Melilla 10-1 on aggregate. And that's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 this morning. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.